Students protesting outside Sallie Mae headquarters yesterday demanding their student loans be forgiven. They say college is a right. But is it? Elisabeth Meinecke of townhall.com says they couldn't be more wrong. Elisabeth, I guess it comes down to a right or a privilege, right?
It's completely a privilege, newsflash to these students, and it's a privilege that costs something. So what these students should be focusing on is the reason why college tuition is so high. And that's because government is subsidizing these loans and there's no incentive to keep the rates low.
That's right. Colleges have no incentive to try and be competitive because they know the loans are available and they're subsidized so kids can get their loans. But here's a question. What do you suggest? What should kids do? Should they not go to college?
No, I mean, this is a matter of lifestyle choices and making those tough decisions. I think about my dad. You know, he didn't have any money to go to college, so he stayed out of college, worked a year, ate popcorn for 3 straight days his senior year. And he ended up paying his student loan back within a year after graduating, even though it was over 1/3 of his salary. So it can be done. It's just a matter of making those difficult choices.
All right, let's talk about these kids who are protesting now. Do you blame them? I mean, they see mortgage mitigations for homes. They see cash for clunkers for cars. Why not? Don't they deserve their fair share of the slice of the American pie?
Well, the reason why they can't get jobs to pay back these student loans is because the government keeps bailing out everyone, and that's having a negative effect on the economy. So no, and they need to stop blaming Sallie Mae CEOs too. I spoke to someone from Sallie Mae, and they actually said that of that $1 trillion in student debt that they keep on tossing around, that figure, 85% of those are federal loans. So those are rates that Sallie Mae doesn't even set, and they actually have a lower default rate on their private loans, even though those interest rates vary.
Right. Even more alarming and more disturbing is that these kids aren't protesting the rate that you point out. They're actually protesting the fact that they have to pay back the original loan.
Exactly. They want a personal bailout. And I mean, you see how much money America lost on the GM bailout. I don't think we want to start bailing out these students.
What would be the answer then?
Well, I mean, you can look at a couple different things. You know, Sallie Mae actually does support allowing some of these into a responsible bankruptcy program. But really, again, I'd go back to lifestyle choices. You have over 6,000 universities or institutes of higher education in this country. Choose one that you can afford and be committed to paying it back. It's that simple.
Elisabeth, do we know the rate at which tuitions are rising?
They are increasing, but you look at some schools like Hillsdale College back during the economic recession recently, they chose to not increase their rates. They don't take any government money. And again, it's that matter of whether or not the government is subsidizing these loans. I mean, that will keep tuition increasing. Until you get the government out of education, you're going to continue to have an inflated price for it.
Have the teachers pitched in? Have they said, well, you know, times are tough and kids have a lot of loans out there, maybe we'll just cut back our salaries, or maybe we won't ask for that salary increase next year?
I don't really think this is so much of an issue with the teachers, frankly. I think this is, again, the student's responsibility. You choose something that you can afford and you're responsible with your finances. There was that story in the Wall Street Journal recently that had a graduate from Harvard Business School who paid back $90,000 in debt in under a year. So you don't need anyone to help you out doing this. If you're responsible with your money, if you take an economics class with that money you're paying for your education, you'll be able to move forward on this and not be saddled by this debt nearly as much.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Elisabeth Meinecke, thank you so much. By the way, Hillsdale College, I agree with you there.